I'm adding a verbal abuse surcharge to your bill, Thorvaldsen, Sean McGee said as he entered the swinging doors. And for one of the rare times in his life, I think Jersey's correct. Lily wants to reconcile. Either that, or she wants to incite you to physical violence so she can shoot you and claim self-defense. McGee, an extremely handsome, cleft-chinned, long, lean, smiling wag in an expensive suit, looked around the room and shivered. This place is depressing. What did you eat last night? Thor asked. And don't call me Thorvaldsen. I had a delicious steak, Thorvaldsen, McGee said, closing his eyes as if remembering a particularly pleasurable event. That's right, Magoo, you mooched it off on me. It came from this room. Thor raised his huge arms upward and made a quarter spin as if presenting the room on stage. All you spineless jelly people love your steaks and pork chops and ham and ribs, but you ain't got the stomach to show a little respect to the man who carves them up for you. I'm getting tired of all of you. Why are you here and not slurping Shirley Temples at some yuppie bar? What does the skank want now? She wants half the butcher shop, McGee said, eyeballing the floor to make sure he was not getting anything disgusting on his $300 wingtips. What? I said she wants half of the butcher shop, McGee repeated, raising his head to stare at Thor. Of course, this is simply a ploy. She ain't getting so much as a bleached cow bone, and neither is that sow she has for an attorney. And if you don't get a handle on this situation, You'll have to shut up and listen, Thorvaldsen, McGee interrupted, what was shaping up to be a massive bout of angry rant from his friend. You can't bellow your way out of this one. You can't intimidate Lily any more than you can me. I had my hands between your legs throughout 4 years of high school and another 4 years of college. Yeah, you were blessed, Thor said. I should have let a few of those big bastards through to cream your scrawny ass. Ah, but you didn't, my friend. You upheld the unwritten law of football. The quarterback gets the glory, and the center gets the gory. Thor said this as the cleaver fell with far more force than necessary, severing an 1.5-inch thick pork chop from the hind quarter. He snagged it and held it forth. Let's crank up the grill and have some chops. Plot strategy. There's no eating your way out of dealing with Lily. Screw Lily. That would be a start. Probably make my job easier, McGee said. This is Thor's house of meat. I own it. My father owned it before he died. That trollop never cut the first piece of meat. For Christ's sake, she's a nagging vegetarian. Nope, screw her. And screw anyone else who thinks they can take away something I worked for. Thor lifted the 200 pounds that was left of the pig carcass with one hand and draped it over a stainless steel hook. He rubbed the back of his forearm across his forehead and stared at Jersey and McGee in turn. I was going to cook us some pork chops, but you've gone and pissed me off, Thor said, removing his rubber apron. Let's go to Eprot and have a few bratwursts in the German pavilion, Jersey said. Yeah, McGee agreed. Those big blonde German girls always make your personality, almost tolerable, Thorvaldsen. I ain't going out, Thor said, tossing his gloves in the stainless steel sink. Look at me. He held his massive arms outward. I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall and 300 pounds of muscle. 280 pounds of muscle and 40 extra pounds of flab. Dude, you gotta cut back on the bacon. Fuck off, Magoo! I ain't normal. People cross the street when they see me. I try to look peaceful. Both Jersey and McGee snickered until Thor glared at them. The point is, we already heard it before, you whining goober. Poor Thor. He's big and ugly. You know, all you have to do is smile. I don't want to smile. I don't want to ask people what time it is. I don't want to ask them for anything. I mind my own business. I leave people alone. Clean yourself up, McGee ordered, I call a meeting at the German pavilion. We need to plot strategy for Lily and any other lawsuits you have against you. I'm trying to quit drinking all that beer, Thor said, staring at the wall. I was bloated with beer when I tripped and got my dick stuck in between Lily's conveniently spread open legs. Look what that got me. It got you, the only woman on this earth with the balls to tolerate you, McGee said. That's true, Jersey affirmed. You know, you've been a miserable bastard since you two split. You were never much fun to be around, but after you met Lily, well, you were a kinder, gentler Thorvaldsen. I told you assholes about calling me Thorvaldsen. Call me Tom. I'm Tom. Shit. You normal-sized people don't know what it's like up here. Thor pointed at his skull. You don't have any idea of the rigorous mental activity I can safely guess that activity won't be winning any Nobel Science Awards in the future, McGee interrupted. I can envision some debilitating injuries in your future, shyster. Speaking of visions, did you guys hear about the UFO? Jersey asked. Yeah, McGee said. They say the Air Force lost track of it somewhere around here. Probably aliens visiting Disney World, Jersey said. That's the kind of reality-shaking event it will take to get me anywhere near that money-grubbing slattern, Thor added, with finality.